I know. I know. No makeup, no ring light, no mic setup, filming on my phone, and sitting on my bed. I fear I've already reached Amberlynn Reid levels of laziness. Hi everyone, and welcome back to my channel. I'm Lynn, and this is Life with Lynn. Excuse the setup and the way I look right now. No makeup, no decent lighting, helicopter going by. I've been sick. Obviously, everyone in my family has been. Plus I have to go out tomorrow, so it's like hair washing day, and I haven't like even combed it yet, so I'm a mess. But it's been a hot minute since I uploaded anything. I think it's been like a week and a half. And I just wanted to do an actual quick video for once, opposed to my usual long, like 20-30 minute tirades. So hopefully this won't take too long, and hopefully this stops shaking. I'm just using like my phone to record, my phone audio, so you're probably picking up all sorts of background noise, and I'm very sorry for that. I'm just using like my computer light for lighting. It's not great. I'm not even gonna like pretend that this is a primo setup. But you know, it is what it is. I wanted to do a quick weigh-in because it's been, I think, 3 weeks since my last time I mentioned my weight. And I admit I plateaued for a little bit there, but it's pretty common to plateau like 3 months out, 6 months out, a year out of weight loss surgery, obviously. So I didn't worry too much, and it lasted for about a week. But I'm back to losing. So I'm currently 319 pounds. So I am 20 pounds away from being under 300 pounds, which is very cool, considering in the summer of 2019, I weighed 400 pounds. So that's a loss of 81 pounds. Like, I've almost lost a full 100 pounds. Like, holy shit. And I didn't have my surgery until November, so the first half of that weight loss was just me on my own, just you know patting myself on the back. So I wanted to do that, and I wanted to mention the plateau and how plateauing is normal. It's very normal with any type of weight loss journey, I feel, whether you're doing a diet or you've had weight loss surgery, or you know, you're just trying to eat healthy and work out more often. You will have moments of plateauing, and the hardest thing I think for a lot of people is not getting discouraged during that and wanting to just be like, well, if I'm not going to lose any more weight, then why bother? You know, I might as well just go back to eating the way I typically ate, which causes regain. Now, that wasn't really like an option for me because I can't go back to the way I used to eat. I can't overeat anymore because my stomach is so much smaller. But I didn't want to. I understood. I expected plateaus. I understood plateaus. I knew that plateaus were coming. And I admittedly was worried that I may get a little, like, upset when I didn't continuously see the scale go down. But no, it didn't bother me at all, which really shocked me. I think I talked to my mother about it. I was like, I'm not bothered. Should that bother me? Like, I'm very neurotic, so when you get stuck in my head, you get stuck in my head deep. So there's that. I also wanted to touch on something that I saw this week, yesterday to be precise, that kind of pissed me off. Now, I don't want to cause like trouble. I'm not part of the like reaction community or anything. I don't run a reaction channel, obviously, but I follow some reaction channels, specifically reaction channels who follow the weight loss community, the ups and downs, the mostly downs. You know, people like Emerlyn Reed, Chantel, who has changed her name a million times. She used to be Foodie Beauty. If you don't know who she is, don't worry about it. I think she goes by the Chantel Show, or no, the Daily Chantel, right? I don't know. She's changed her name more than a hooker changes her underwear. So I just, also the Slayton sisters, Amy and Tammy. I know they have like a TLC show, and there's also like another woman named like Amy as well, but I don't know much about her. So there's a whole like slew of reaction channels to fat YouTubers who are like problematic. It's not that they're just fat, you know? It's like that these people are just like crap people. But anyways, I saw a reaction to a video that specifically Chantel, the Daily Chantel, that's what she's called right now, did. She posted this video about becoming like a fruitarian, I think it's called. I may be pronouncing it wrong, which is essentially someone who just eats like fruits and veg. And I'm like, doesn't that just kind of make you a vegetarian? Or, I mean, like, okay, so fruits and veg, so you're not going to eat like dairy products or eggs or anything, so that makes you vegan? Like, what's with the weird names? Anyways, she had made this video about becoming one and then like deleted it in like 12 hours because that's what she does. That's her MO. But someone on a forum somewhere had saved it and sent it to one of those reaction channels. The reaction channel I'm specifically talking about is Zachary Michael, which I absolutely love him. He's great. He's never super harsh. He also gives like constructive criticism, but I also like, you know, the super harsh ones because they're funny and they're never wrong, okay? So I saw his Zachary Michael's reaction to this fruitarian video or whatever, and that you can't even find on her channel anymore. And, you know, she's so full of hot air, so I don't really listen to a ton of what she says, but there was something she said that really got me going, and it really ticked me off, and I actually tweeted about it. But I knew that wasn't going to be enough. I needed to like get it out there. She allotted her disordered eating to someone who has an addiction to heroin. She basically said that she's a food addict, and it's not unlike being a heroin addict. Now, I'm not here to debate whether you can be addicted to food, because it's a necessity, like air and water. Can you be addicted to a necessity? I don't think so, personally. I mean, like, there are addictive substances in certain foods like sugar and caffeine. Can you be addicted to those things? Absolutely. But can you be addicted to all food? As someone who used to be super morbidly obese, personally, I feel like no, you can't be addicted to all food, because you notice that these people who say they have food addictions are never addicted to leafy greens and fresh pressed juice. You know, they're always addicted to like McDonald's and junk, which obviously chocolate and cupcakes and shit like that has sugar in it, and sugar is highly addictive. Absolutely. So can you be addicted to sugar? Absolutely. Can you be addicted to caffeine? Absolutely. But can you be addicted to all food? I don't think so. But that's just my take on it. I know there is science behind it, but there's also a lot of pseudoscience. So like, you know, just don't believe everything you read. Don't believe everything you hear. Like, don't believe everything I say, because I'm not a fucking doctor or a nutritionist. I just know from both my experiences and from what doctors and nutritionists have told me. But I digress. As I said, I wasn't going to get into that, and then I sort of got into it. But anyways, She likened her food addiction to that of a heroin addiction. And I just want to say to her, which she probably won't see this, although she may, because most of these like problematic fat YouTubers that are supposedly weight loss channels, but they don't ever lose any weight, are super narcissistic. So they do like sort of search their names a lot. And if you think that I am not tagging her in this, absolutely I am. But I just have to say to her, in every other heavy person with a disordered eating habit or behavior, to don't fucking say that, okay? It is not at all like a substance addiction, okay? Don't say that, because it's not, and it makes you look so ignorant, okay? I lived with a fentanyl addict for over a decade. Now, if you don't know what fentanyl is, be glad. Fentanyl is a synthetic opioid based on morphine, whereas heroin is taken from morphine. Morphine actually is from a plant that's grown in the wild, and heroin is taken from that plant. That's how you get normal heroin, black tar heroin, all of that. Now, fentanyl is a synthetic version of that opioid that's found in morphine and heroin. That is 50 to 100 times stronger, okay? Like, the opioid epidemic has been a problem since about the 80s, when OxyContin became a huge problem, you know? But fentanyl is killing people in droves on the daily, okay? And I lived with a fentanyl addict for over 10 years, and they were on an insanely high dosage. They had to have it every 2 days. 250 micrograms. That's enough to kill a stable of horses, okay? Literally. Like, I'm not even being facetious here. And I've seen what heroin, or in this case, fentanyl, but they both come from the same chemical makeup, so they are essentially cousins. So you can say a heroin addict when you're talking about fentanyl, because not everyone knows what fentanyl is. So I've seen what a heroin addiction does. I've seen what a cocaine addiction does. I've seen what alcoholism does. I've seen meth. Like, I've seen a lot of addictions in my life. Never once did I see these people in my life going through these things, going through the withdrawals, the dry heaving, the cold sweats, the chills, the heart palpitations, the nearly dying, the going on methadone, the going into rehab, the clinics. Never once did I look at them and go, yeah, girl, yeah, boy, I understand what you're saying, because you know me, I like fucking Doritos. Like, no. Don't even attempt to compare those two things, because it's not the same. And the level of distance Chantal has from reality to be able to say that with a straight face and believe it to be true. She's completely disturbed. Absolutely. Absolutely. There's no way about it. There's no way around it. And I understand being a plus size person and not wanting to own up to the fact that you just like food. Food brings you comfort. or you eat for emotional reasons, or you eat out of boredom, or whatever your reason is. You could be addicted to the feeling the food gives you, that happiness, that numbness, whatever. But acting like it's somehow the same as a genuine addictive substance that will ruin your fucking life is so wrong. And this is coming from someone who used to weigh nearly 550 pounds. Okay? I understand wanting food. I understand eating your feelings. I understand having enablers. I understand all of that shit. But I also understand that there was a difference between me eating an entire goddamn pizza in my bedroom and then crying for 3 hours and then going and eating an entire tub of ice cream because I hated myself is completely different than someone who's a fucking heroin addict. Because I'm not that deranged, that narcissistic, that self-absorbed. How dare you even compare the two? How dare you? It is not the same at all. At all. Just so stop it. Because it's rude and it's wrong. It's disrespectful to people who are actually fighting real addictions. So that's that. I said I didn't want this video to get super long, but it looks like it's gonna be another kind of long one, so sorry about that. Subscribe if you haven't and you want to see more videos from me. I still don't have a schedule. I feel like I'm a broken record when it comes to that. Hopefully I will one day. I'm just a mess right now. I may vlog this week. I don't know. I'm not great at vlogging. Makes me feel awkward, so I don't know if I will, but I'll try. If not, then you'll probably just get like another sit-down ranty video, which, surprise, it seems to be quickly becoming my brand. Hit that bell icon if you want to stay notified for my uploads. Follow me on all my social medias, Instagram and Twitter. I will have them linked below in the description box. I post there almost every day, so it's the best way to stay in contact with me. Leave me a comment, start a conversation, let's chat. And I'll see you next time. I hope you have a good morning, afternoon, evening, or night, because I'm Lynn, and that was Life with Lynn. Bye.